我们现在来看拼音 This is bpmf, okay? This is also bpmf. So we're seeing the difference between this is called 注音. The symbol that you see here is 注音. And the English letter, the English alphabet you see here, that is Pinyin. Okay, let's see what's the difference between Pinyin 还有注音 OK 这个是拼音 versus 注音拼音注音拼音中国用的注音是台湾用的 OK 好我们继续看下去第一个 the first one of course you see the symbol are different Pinyin symbols are much easier for foreigners because they don't have to learn It's using a Roman alphabet, bpmf, which means bpmf. Whereas Taiwan, we use 注音 we use totally different symbol. 我们是用完全不一样的 OK, bpmf sounds exactly the same. 听起来都是一样 just different symbol. Okay, but originally people are using 注音 but at some point Chinese government they changed 注音 to Pinyin, okay, because they friendlier, easier for foreigner to learn. And at one point Chinese government they even had a plan to remove all the Chinese character just using the Pinyin, but it didn't work, okay, because it's Chinese character. There are too many characters with the same sound and the tone. So it's for the language, for the government, I don't think it's gonna happen that Pinyin will totally replace the character, just so you know. So now you will see the Pinyin here in China.OK, 可是台湾我们还是用注音的 This is the chart, the table that I download from internet, but there are some mistakes, so I changed it. Okay, I fixed it a little. So as you can see here, okay, bpmf, that's the English alphabet. So with this table, you can easily see Oh, so if I want to say Xi, that pinyin is X. But in 注音, it looks like this. So this is how all the 注音 looks like. So if someone tells me, oh, I want to learn, I know pinyin already, but I want to learn 注音, I would just give them this table because all you have to do is to memorize the symbol.You know the sound already. If you know Pinyin already, you know the sound already. All you have to do is to memorize the symbol here. So here you see p is like this. M, f, d, t, n, l, g, k, h, j, q, x, zh, ch, sh, z, c, s, da, 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 all the way. And the button right here is a little bit tricky, okay? You know, wei, the sound, wei.In Pinyin, there are two different spelling, right? One is W-E-I, when wei goes alone, wei, W-E-I. For example, wei, hello, the telephone hello, wei, W-E-I. But the other spelling is U-I, but you have to go with the initial. For example, the word 对, correct.That would be D-U-I, 的微对. So U-I sounds 微对 for tone. But in 注音, there's no this problem. We don't have two different spelling. We only have one. That is U plus A, U-A, 微. U-A, 微. Okay?So if you want to spell 对 In Pinyin, which is D-U-I 4 tone, 对. In Zhuyin in Taiwan, we would say 的、无、a 对. We will spell 的、无、a 对. How do you spell that? Okay, let me give you an example. So 的 is here, 的、无、a 对. Okay, so that's how you spell. I'll give you more examples later. Don't worry. I'll give you more example. 注音 example. Okay, so this is yo. So here, the same. You have two different spelling in Pinyin because one is alone, yo, and one is you have to go with the initial. If you have studied Pinyin, you know what is an initial, right? Or if you are my program student, you know what is initial. So yo, okay, it's I-U, but in Zhuyin it's E-O-yo. Okay, they put it together, E-O-yo. E-N-yin, the same. E-A-ye, U-A-yue, U-N-yun. All right, so this is how we spell the tricky sound in Zhuyin. Okay, so now let me know in the chat, how are we doing so far? 你们都懂吗? You guys kind of understand what I'm saying? 你们都懂吗? Everything's clear? The sound, the image, my explanation, everything's good? Let me know in the chat. I would like to know. Okay, how are we doing so far? Let me know in the chat, okay? 你好，大家好。Will you say the rest of the Zhuyin? What do you mean the rest of the Zhuyin? Okay, let me know if everything is okay so far. Okay, let me know. 对对对. Because this is the whole chart I give you. So if you know Pinyin, know the sound already, all you have to do is to see the chart and memorize the symbol and try to practice 注音. Okay, 可以吗？一点点。好，那我们继续。We can continue. 好 So, let me give you some examples. For example, if you want to say 我要, okay, so this is Chinese 汉字, the Chinese character. Okay, so you would say 我要, okay. And here is the Pinyin 我要. And here is the 注音. I give you two of them to compare. Okay, I give you two of them to compare. 可以哈，都可以哈。好 So, in Pinyin here, 乌欧我一熬要. And 注音 is also 乌欧我一熬要. So, as you can see that 注音, you can place 注音 horizontally. Okay, in the horizontal way. You can place 注音 horizontal like this, just like Pinyin. So, 乌 initial sound, o final sound, 我 the tone, 一熬要 okay, the tone is here. 好 So now you can see the comparison, how it plays next to the 汉字, next to the character. Let me give you another example. You can also put that vertically. Okay, for example, also 我要, and this is Pinyin, but you don't often see Pinyin is placed horizontally. But in Zhuyin, it's totally clear and makes sense, and also save a lot of space, as you can see that if you put 注音 horizontally, and I personally think that 注音it does better if you put that horizontally. So as you can see here, 乌欧我一熬要 乌欧我一熬要 我要 Alright, so is this clear so far? Let me know in the chat, okay? 可以吗？对，所以这个就是注音 Okay, so again, if you know Pinyin already, okay, and you are wondering what is 注音, okay, and how does 注音look like, and then you can see the table, the chart, the table I just gave you. All right, let's move on. All right, let's make the sentence longer. For example, 天气很好. The weather's good. So this is a character. This is the character. This is the pinyin that a lot of people know. And I personally don't think that Zhuyin looks good to my eye when it plays. It is placed, horizontally, but I can still understand. I can still recognize 注音 here. For example, here you have 特一安天气一气天气 Okay. 很呵恩很好呵凹好天气很好 Okay, so this is 注音，这个是注音。But if you see the pinyin right here, it's the same. 特烟天气一气呵恩很呵凹好 the same. So that's how it looks like if you place everything horizontally. Okay, 好，那继续在下面。How about vertically? Okay, so 一样，天气很好。Sorry, 好 here. 特一安天 Okay, so as you can see here, we would pronounce the 注音特一安天 Okay, when it's the first tone, okay, do 天气很不好 Zach 我知道天气很不好 Okay, so you see 天 here, when you see 注音, when it's first tone, the first tone, the flat tone, 天 first tone in 注音, you don't see any tone line in 注音 Okay, this is, you have to, I have to point this out, okay? And in Pinyin, it's 特烟天 and 注音 is 特一安天一安天 Okay, 特烟天好气七一气一样 the same 呵恩很呵熬好 It's the same Again, I still feel that it plays nicely when the 注音 is placed vertically. Okay, how are we doing so far? You guys all understand? 你们都懂吗? Now you can you guys all clearly see the difference? Okay, between 注音 that we use in Taiwan and Pinyin, which is used in China and most of the places, and the people, I think most people are using Pinyin, but 注音, it's good to know something else, right? Okay, let me know in the chat. 很好，可以吼，你们都懂吗？懂嘛，对不对？Especially that you are a foreigner living in Taiwan. Maybe you married to a Taiwanese person, or you're living in Taiwan. Your phone, your keyboard, you could all see this 注音 symbol. Okay, at first you might be like, huh? What's this? It's so weird. What is this on my keyboard? What are these symbols on my keyboard? Or what are these symbols on my phone? Or the book, maybe children's book, okay? In Taiwan, 注音 is everywhere. Okay, yes, it's in your phone by default. If you're buying a cell phone in Taiwan and you want to type Mandarin Chinese, you want to type Mandarin Chinese, then 注音 is right there in your phone by default. Yeah, and if you want to type Pinyin in Taiwan, you have to download, you have to install something else, or you have to change the setting of your phone. All right, 好，我们继续 next. Okay, so here, so what about if you want to learn 注音? Okay, let me just show you. What about if you want to learn 注音? How do I know how to convert from character to 注音? Here is a link to a 注音 converter, which is very easy. You just need to type things here. Okay, Taiwan, for example, and then you switch. Now you have this 注音 right here. So this is the first link, the first resource that you can convert from Pinyin, from Chinese character. You can either copy the character and paste it here, or you can type with Google Pinyin. If you know Pinyin already, you can type with Google Pinyin. You can download just Google Pinyin, okay, Taiwan. Then you will just see the Zhuyin by this converter. Okay, it looks difficult. 好，接下来 Okay, but it's good to know something different. Okay, because you're learning Mandarin Chinese, right? 好，这是一个 the first resource. And the second one, I want you to take a look at our keyboard. Okay, so this is the keyboard that you will see in Taiwan. Okay, 大家好 Denise 你好，我的学生。So, this is our keyboard in Taiwan, except A, B, C, D, the English alphabet. You also see B, P, M, F, D, T, N, L, all these things here, 注音 right here. Not only you have not only you have English alphabet, you have a B, P, M, F, 注音. You also have little here. I don't know if you can see that. Sound looks like Chinese character. That's a different typing system. Okay, I don't know how to use that myself. You have to learn. Even Taiwanese people, I used to learn, but I just forgot about it. So just different typing system where you can use the radical to type a Chinese character. It looks really complicated, and I agree. So just so you know that you can type Mandarin Chinese in different way. You can type with Pinyin. Okay, Pinyin. You can type with Zhuyin bpmf. You can also type with different ways like using the radicals. Okay. Then we're not going to talk about this in depth. 仓颉输入、无虾米输入, different inputs. It's not what we are going to talk about today, but just want to show you what the keyboard looks like in Taiwan. But in China, it's much more simple and easier. It's just A, B, C, D in China. All right, and okay, 好，来， this is my iPhone keyboard. If I want to type Mandarin Chinese with bpmf, this is how my keyboard looks like. So you see bpmf, d, t, n, l, okay, and just go on and on. So this is how the keyboard looks like, and I can click here to change to Pinyin. Okay, so if you're just typing Pinyin, this is what you see. Very easy. So if you're using iPhone, you can simply click here and then just pause, click and pause, and then there are many different selections. So you can select to type with Zhuyin or to type with Pinyin. And if you don't see the selection, go to the setting of your mobile and you will see this option where that you can type with 注音. Okay, 可以吗? 好, so now let me stop for a while and see how are you doing. Okay, and if you all understand, 你们都懂吗? So far you understand my explanation? 都可以吗? 听得懂吗? Let me know and give me some response, and we'll go on in a few seconds. Okay, 好, set it up for me. Okay, 好. 还有吗？其他人呢？ How about other people? You guys understand? 你们都懂吗？ Okay, so this is how your keyboard and cell phone, keyboard looks like. Okay, 好，接下来，好，没有问题哈。好 ，Now you know what 注音 looks like. 你现在知道注音长什么样子 ？You know what 注音 looks like, what pinyin looks like, and how to type. Okay, you can go to the setting of your phone and 注音. If you are using Windows, because I'm not using Apple Mac computer, so I don't know. But if you're using Windows, you can also go to the setting. It's also in the setting already. And especially if you're buying Windows computer in Taiwan, also you have bpmf input by default already. 对对对。Now, just so you know, okay, so I have, if you want to see, I have all my inputs. On the right side, I have bpmf, I have Pinyin. Okay, I need to download Google Pinyin actually. Okay, Google Pinyin is not in my Windows 10 by default. That's that's what I know. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, now we know what Zhuyin looks like, what Pinyin looks like, and how you can type, and how you can use the converter to check the Zhuyin. Why do people learn Zhuyin? The thing is, why do people learn? What are the advantages and also pros and cons of using Zhuyin? What are the pros and cons of using Zhuyin? Does anyone know? You can let me know in the chat. Okay, if you know the pros and cons of using Zhuyin, okay, let me know in the chat. 好，有没有人知道？ Okay, well, first of all, if you are learning Zhuyin, because you see, oh, the symbol, it looks so complicated, it's so scary, because it was actually designed based on the component of Hanzi. It's designed based on the component, part of the radical of Chinese character. So it looks a little bit more complicated than Pinyin, of course. Okay. How I see people, you can sound out the character well. Okay. Pros are being able to truly speak fluently with everyone. Okay. I can easily recognize Chinese character using 注音. Exactly. 对，这就是我说的. And I will give you example for those you don't know, for those who don't know about 注音. Okay. So 第一个, first one, it will prepare you. If you're learning 注音, at first it looks scary, but it will prepare you to learn short order and recognize 汉字 earlier. Because I already told you that 注音 was designed by based on the radical part or component part of the 汉字. So if you know how to handwriting, how to write bpmf, which is 注音, it will prepare you to learn the basic short order of 汉字. And when you finally learn 汉字 later, you don't feel it's so scary because you learned 注音 already. But for a lot of foreigners, they are learning Pinyin. They are so used to the English alphabet. So when they look at 汉字, 90% of foreigners will say, oh, 汉字is too difficult. I'm going to give up. I don't want to learn 汉字 at all. It looks so complicated. They're scared and they refuse to learn 汉字, the Chinese character. Okay, so this is the first advantage, the pro. And the second is students won't get distracted by English pronunciation. Okay, for example, I'm going to give you one example here. If I know one of the most challenging sound in the Mandarin is the R sound, which is right here. The R sound, the R sound, right? So it pronounced R, R. But if you're learning Pinyin, it's R. So you might think, it's the R sound, R. But it's not R, it's R, R. But because you're looking R, the alphabet, the English alphabet R, so you get distracted by the English letter, the English sound, or maybe, I don't know, your native tongues, you're using English alphabet, so you're distracted by your mother tongue or by English. Okay, but with 注音, you don't have this problem because the symbol, you have never seen the symbol before. So you won't get distracted by your mother tongue. If I tell you this symbol sound R, you don't have any second thought. You just like R, R. That's it. Okay, so that is the pros. That is the pros of using 注音. The first pro, of course. Okay, the first advantage. Okay, then the second advantage is the short order. Okay, so now let me give you some example because I know some people still don't understand. We have 16 people live right now, but I believe that there are still some people don't understand what I'm saying. 第一个字，我们来看 example number 1，包这个字。This is a Chinese character, and it sounds 包。If you see 注音, it shows you here 包。Alright, so because you know 注音 b already, you write like this. Okay, b already. So when you see 包 this character, you will feel like, oh, this looks familiar. Okay, this looks friendly, this looks familiar, because this part, as you can see, the 注音 b is from here, 包. And then you see this character, it has the thing here, which looks like b 注音. So even this is the first time you see the character, but you see the component here, you would assume, you would assume, you had the clue, assume that this word may sound b, something like that. So you had the clue, and first of all, you see the character, you had the clue of how it sounds, maybe, of course, not 100%, and then you don't feel scared because you have already seen the familiar component. And then if you see the bpmf here, this part is exactly the same. 包. Okay. So am I clear so far? Let me know in the chat. Okay. So some people just joined. It's okay. 包. Okay. So how? If you text a lot, I cannot read them all, okay, because I need to focus on the teaching, but I will reply later after we finish this live stream. This is the first example. Let's take a look at the second example. I just told you the sound 日, meaning sun or day. And here is the character. Here is the Pinyin. This is 注音. This is the pronunciation system that we call 注音, which we use in Taiwan. So this is the tone 日. So if you know this is 注音, right? Sorry. If you know this 注音here, 日, and then you see this character, you might like, I know this already. I know the sound. I could probably guess the sound is something like that. Right? And you won't get distracted by the English letter because you don't see any English letter. Okay, so it would be easier for you in these two examples. Let's take a look at another example. Milk. 奶, milk. So here is the female radical. So you see here, this part is the n part. N, I, 奶, n. The 注音 n looks exactly like the component here. So because you have learned, if you have learned 注音 already, you know how to write this already. You know how to write the stroke already. So it's easy for you, it looks more familiar for you if you see this character 奶 because, oh, I know the component already. Okay. 可以吗? Clear? Let me know in the chat if everything's clear. Okay. 好，所以 these three examples just show you the pros, the advantages of using 注音. Even it's complicated, even looks scary at first. I guess that is the reason, one of the reasons why people are not learning 注音, because it really looks scary at first. Okay, but I would say in the long run, this is good for you. But if you're learning Pinyin already, do you have to learn 注音? Not necessarily. If you don't want to, you don't have to. If you need to, of course, you learn Zhuyin. But if you don't need to, you don't want to, you feel Pinyin is fine, then you stick with Pinyin. But I just want to give you the comparison between two of them. Okay, 好，那我们现在 now let's talk about the cons, the disadvantage of using Zhuyin here. I should have the plural here, disadvantages here. Okay, the symbol looks scary. It's not as friendly as Pinyin for foreigners. We talked about that already. The second point is the symbols are not sound intuitive. By sound intuitive is for beginner, okay? For beginner, if they look at Pinyin, they look at B-A-O, okay? They look at N-A-I, nine, okay? And the third tone here, they would just see the English alphabet and guess, oh, this is N-I, nine, right? So it's more for beginners, it's more sound intuitive because they could kind of guess, not 100% correctly, but they can kind of guess the sound of the character by looking at Pinyin. But by looking at Zhuyin at first, no, they can't because that's the new symbol. They have to learn Zhuyin so they can pronounce. So the disadvantages for Zhuyin is it looks scary, it's not convenient at first, it looks complicated, it's not sound intuitive at first. 可以吗？好。On the chat, if you understand and clear, I see some people are live right now. Okay, 非常好，这是注音。好。Now, let's take a look at the advantages of using Pinyin. The alphabet looks easy and friendly for foreigners. Of course, we just mentioned that. The sound, it's sound intuitive for foreigners. We also mentioned that. So let's just skip to the next one. How about the disadvantages of using Pinyin? Okay, I think I also mentioned that already. You could be distracted by your mother tongue because it's using Roman alphabet, or distracted by English. So for example, the R sound, I also have mentioned that already. Okay, so the R sound here, 人, okay, it's 人, not 人. I heard lots and lots of, especially English native speakers, especially English native speaker students. They always say like ren, the sound. Ren, 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 not ren, ren. Do you see the difference? Let me know in the chat if you can see the difference. So the correct pronunciation is ren, ren, and the incorrect pronunciation is ren, ren, ren. All right. Can you hear the difference? Ren, 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 ren. Okay. So why do people sound ren? Because they see R, like rent in English, but it's not. Well, it's not a huge mistake. It's not. I would say it's not a huge mistake, but it's better if you could have the self-awareness. Okay, it's better that if you have the self-awareness and fix your pronunciation as early as possible. All right, if you know something went wrong, you need to fix it before you make it a habit. Okay, 可以吗？所以人, 日 and 人. So if you see the Pinyin, there's no problem. Oh, I don't have the, sorry. If you see the Zhuyin, I don't have the Zhuyin here. Oh, Zhuyin's here, sorry. If you see the Zhuyin here, there's no problem. You won't think of English at all. But Pinyin, yes, you do think of English. How? So, for the bpmf, what is bpmf? If you need to know the more information about bpmf 注音, there's a Wikipedia link you can go to. And here's a little introduction of 注音. Okay, so 注音 just nowadays most commonly used in Taiwanese Mandarin in Taiwan. Okay, so and here 注音 the long name, I mean the full name is called 注音符号, meaning 注音 symbol, 注音符号. And people also say as 注音. And the colloquial term is bpmf, and here is the symbol, bpmf, just so you know, okay? And it was used originally in China, Taiwan, but at one point I told you Chinese government changed that to Pinyin because the Chinese government originally, they want to use Pinyin to replace Hanzi, to replace Chinese character, just like the Western world, but it didn't work. It doesn't work. I don't think it will work. Okay, so now let's take a look at this, just the introduction. Now let's take a look at this question. So how do you learn 注音? If you were to learn, how? Let me just close some of the tabs here. Okay, how do you learn 注音? First, you can go to this link. Okay, first of all, you have to memorize the symbol. And when you see the symbol, of course, you need to make some 注音 to remember the symbol and the sounds. But you can also go to this link, okay? And you can click here. It will show you the stroke order of 注音, okay? I don't know if my a computer can show you the animation. Okay, sometimes the file will stop, just doesn't show you. Okay, so you can see the stroke order of 注音. Okay, the computer is going slow, but it's okay. I'll come back later. So this link, if you click, it will show you the stroke order of 注音. Okay, and then you can also download the PDF file with the link. And here, okay, is you can also go to this small one. Another link right here is another resource that you can go to this link if you want to handwriting, try to go handwriting with 注音. Then you can go to this link. My computer is super slow. Okay, and then you will see this. And if you want to learn how to write b, how to write p here, and you can download the PDF worksheet by the website, okay, by the PDF download website. Sorry, my computer is super slow, but the link is okay. Okay, how? So, okay, what you have to do is, I will give you step by step. First, download the worksheet to learn how to write bpmf, the stroke order, the basic stroke order, and how to recognize, how to memorize bpmf. This is the first step, okay? I just, okay, still not working. That's fine. I will show you the link. Okay, maybe I'll put that in the description box later. The second step is you need to practice how to read 注音 and the pinyin together, just to remember the symbol of 注音. If possible, you could, or if you want, you can make flashcard of 注音. One side is 注音, one side is pinyin. You can do that. I think Quizlet, right? There's an app called Quizlet. You can make your own flashcard, or you can just do handwriting flashcard as well. Okay, so this is a step 2 to memorize 注音if you were to learn. Number 3, download the worksheet and practice. Okay, and if you want to make sure that your Zhuyin is correct for certain words, you can go to the Zhuyin converter, right? You can go to the website and paste some Chinese character, copy and paste some Chinese character, and to use the Zhuyin converter to see how it is spelled with Zhuyin. All right. So how are we doing so far right now? 都可以吧? Am I clear with the comparison of Zhuyin and Pinyin? Okay, my computer is something wrong with my computer, but that's okay. Okay, I will give you the link later in the description if you need. Okay, clear, 可以哈. I hope you have a little understand of what's the difference between Zhuyin and Pinyin, the advantages and disadvantages. And if one day, just saying that if you one day you want to prepare yourself to learn the short order of Mandarin Chinese, you want to learn Zhuyin one day, just in case you want to learn Zhuyin one day, you can use the resources here and you know what you're learning, you know what advantages that you will get when you learn Zhuyin. All right, thanks, congratulations, and thanks for showing up today, okay, be with me. And again, I want to thank one of my students. I don't know if she's here. Thank you for requesting this lesson because I didn't think it's important. But there are still some foreigners living in Taiwan, studying in Taiwan, or having their family in Taiwan. They need Zhuyin here. And this PDF file, the resources, PDF file, and bpmf practice download, I will put that all in my course. So if you are my students out there, please later go to the website. Please go to my website and go to my pronunciation course here and scroll down to the curriculum. I will put the Pinyin course, I will put the Zhuyin course in our curriculum. And for those of you who are interested in being my student, all the courses are lifetime access. So you only have to pay once, you don't have to pay ever again. So every of my students, they can study the curriculum that they enroll and also get my ebook for free, and also the bonus course here for free. And thank you for being with me today, investing your time to learn something different, probably something people might not want to learn Zhuyin, but I think if there's an option and if there's a request as a teacher, it's my job to teach. It doesn't matter you want to learn or not want to learn, but here I tell you that is your option and I put that in the curriculum. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. 再见。